I'm sturdy like a Millie Rocket. Skin clear, still look young, Andy Miller Nuggets. Money in my pocket, don't call me a money pocket. Engine get to rocket, it sound like a thunder rocket. Yeah, I still love my baby even when it's toxic. Crazy like she Britney, but no, she don't shade the knock. No, Russell Wilson way I get low and stay in the pocket. I get paid and do my dance like a touchdown. Yeah, I can't do no time to leave that gun around. In my teens, we were acting up and running around. Now we're grown, still get to it if it's necessary. On the ground from January to January. Never met nobody who retired when they were young. So I guess I gotta get it to the cemetery. Getting paid just for rapping is fun. I lit up around a month in every February. Told him side, no electric. Yeah, it's getting hectic. 777. 777. Yeah. Told him side, no electric. Yeah, it's getting hectic. 777. Yeah. 777. Couple of money in my head just to say they did it. Can't lie, I'm so paranoid and the windows tinted. I own everything around me, you can say it's rented. Not talking phone numbers when I'm talking 7 digits. Earn it by the day, every second minute. Used to pay me none, look, now they pay attention. Everybody say they drip, but I banded it. See them copy all the looks, but I stay switching. Pick up the loot, then hit the bank. Can never change, still wrote the change. Captain say the pay, this ain't the day. They made me wait, I'm breaking chains. Yeah. Call me feeling bubbly out the rose. Took a minute, but I got it out the slow way. Friends turn to foes, haters tell them go away. Rappers make a shiggy dance like a soul train. Told them side, no electric. Yeah, it's getting hectic. 777. 777. Yeah. Told them side, no electric. Yeah, it's getting hectic. 777. Yeah. 777.
Yo. What's going on, guys? How's things? We are going to change the music here. Put something a little bit calmer. And 3, 2, 1, you'll be able to see me. Alright, looks like we might have a trade coming soon, to be honest. Let's remove drawings. Alright, so let's do our analysis here. Daily bearish, looks like we're gonna come down today. Might get a sell pretty soon here, actually. So I want to see us get below the low here, so we'll just mark this off as the low. And we want to see, so daily's bearish here, 4 hour is looking bearish. I would like to see it break below this. This is a strong resistance, to be honest here. We do have some 4 hour support also here, so, and that is the daily low as well. So we'll mark this off. Let's keep this here so I can see. So we'll mark this off as the daily. So we have this area to keep in mind like this. Otherwise that's looking very clean all the way down to this area here. That's pretty good, huh? That's a nice range. So put this as 4 hour support. 4 hour support. This is our daily support. So yes. Let's see what we got on the lower time frames. 1 hour has made a support here. We have a resistance here. Some clean range. 30 minute, what information we have. So 30 minute, we have a clear support being formed here. So we'll mark this off. I mean, below this area is looking ideal for sells here. This is, if we can get below this area here today, this is your best area to be selling. So we'll see how that goes, but we're a bit far from that, you know. We're about, how many pips is it worth the wait? So 28 pips we're missing out on. What's the range between here and here for that potential wick fill? 8 pips, not worth it. How about below this area here? Let's have a look. 11, 10 pips. I mean, let's see how the volume becomes. If the volume is pretty good, I think we can force a position below this area here, to be honest. So I think, yeah, if we're looking for sells, we really want to be looking for it below. I know this looks good here. 1 hour also looks good if we start closing below here. But I do want to get below this area here. I think this will be a lot better for us. Just because, you know, it's okay, it is 8 pips, you know, but we'll keep it in mind, right? We'll see. Let's see when we're coming closer to London Open what information we can have in that zone. Because it's not really worth it, in my opinion, you know, to take the risk. And this is also 4-hour support. This is a heavy support, you know, but we could get to break even before that point. Thank you, Gonzo. How are you, man? All good, Gonzo? Did you enjoy your traveling or time away from the screen? It's pretty good, huh? So yeah, I mean, tell the people to come in here and I'll give them a Bitcoin update. Tell them. We'll do a Bitcoin update. Because there is something I want to show about Bitcoin. Alright, tell them. I'll tell them now. Yeah, that's basically what I'm looking here on pound yen, to be honest. Yeah, we have to wait for it to get below the zone and then we can see. So just gonna give a quick Bitcoin update for the crypto people out there. And why is all my Bitcoin gone? Oh yeah, that's fine. Alright, so sweet. Bitcoin here, let's look at it on the daily time frame here. So daily time frame, if it can make a support here after touching this box, I do think it'll continue up and probably be able to tap into, to be honest, this 49,000-50,000, to be honest, if it creates a support. But if we fail to make the support and on the 4-hour we start breaking below this wick and preferably closing below this wick, I do think we see a deeper correction probably to this support right around here, right? That's basically the lower time frames. But this is something I want to show. I think if we do come up here, we are looking for a 15% correction. So a 15%, you know, around, yeah, 42,000 from this zone would look good. Then to consolidate and then continue up. That's it. Done very simply. That's basically what you need to look for. It's obviously bullish, but this is something I want to show you, right? And this is what scared me. Is if we go here on Bitcoin dominance, right? We've rarely seen Bitcoin dominance go down and Bitcoin continue with its macro rally, right? So if I find my Bitcoin dominance, let me know if you can see it because I can't. There we are. Bitcoin dominance is on a clear downtrend here, and this is looking like it really wants to drive down quite deep here. So especially if we take out this wick, and if we look in the past, Bitcoin dominance going up has normally meant Bitcoin price going up. So with, you know, we want to see Bitcoin dominate if it does want to continue. And normally if we see this Bitcoin dominance start to head down, it's giving me a little bit of like, you know, do we have that power in Bitcoin for it to continue up? You know, I think there's a lot more power in alts at the moment, and that's normally what you see at the end of a cycle, right? So it doesn't look like it wants to put in a reversal here. So that's what I wanted to show you. I will do an in-depth video for you guys so you can have a look at that. But that's basically, thank you for all my crypto people. And now I have to get back to Forex because that's what this stream is for. But hope you enjoyed that update. But it is important to keep in mind, you know, Bitcoin dominance is going down. So could this be a huge bull trap we see on Bitcoin? I mean, it could be a possibility, but we tap my resistance to the T. I mean, check that out. That doesn't get more nice than that, but it does look like it does want to make a support, but we'll see what the 4-hour presents. If it does want to continue up, tap this resistance before continuing down in that deeper correction, which I do think will get a bounce, but that's where the real strength. Will that bounce be sold into, or will it continue up and onwards? That's what we'll be left with. So yeah, let's go back to Forex. So pound yen here, look, oh, it's driving down below our support, guys. If you haven't already, please leave a like on the stream. Really helps get the video out, really helps people find my stream so I can give some education. And yeah, so if you haven't already, please leave a like. So yeah, you see we're rejecting here. Let's take a quick look at gold. We have 4 minutes before this candle close. Gold is kind of in like no man's territory. I mean, this thing is completely driving up. I rather trade this on the daily time frame. Daily time frame is just so clear. I mean, you can swing this really nicely. We have some resistance. We're coming into this rejection zone here. So quite dangerous territory, right? Very dangerous territory we're coming into. So you have to really be careful here. We're coming into very scary territory here. A 4 hour, on the other hand, yeah, we're coming into a very big rejection zone, you know, and we have to see if we're able to push it, you know, past it, to be honest. Let's see on the 1 hour. So we'll just check if my mic is here. So yeah, 1 hour. I mean, where are you gonna manage risk? No place to put a stop loss, no place to put it, you know. I mean, obviously it looks like we want to come up to this resistance here. 30 minute. I need a pullback. If we can get a retest, maybe London Open, we can get a retest back down to here. Maybe we can look for some buys going up to this resistance here. So we'll see what opportunities that presents. But I want to focus on pound yen. Pound yen looks quite good to continue down here. I'm going to turn this music a little bit softer. Yeah, we're going to stick. I think I prefer GBP JPY today. It's looking a bit more clean, and understand why I put my support and resistance here. So this 4S is my 4 hour. So this is actually the 4 hour and the daily lows. That's why I want to get sells below this area here. So I'm going to actually put this as sells below, right? So I want to get sells below here because this is, you know, this is my daily support and also the 4 hour support. So this is the daily wick on the time frame. If we go on the daily, you can see that is our last daily. So if you look at structure here, guys, this is a high, this is a low. So now we have a lower high, but we also need to make that lower low to continue that downtrend to our daily target. If we're trading within this area here, we still have the possibility to continue up before continuing down. This just confirms price does want to continue down because the daily is such a strong time frame that, you know, it's driving down price now. That, you know, if we're making a lower low on daily, it looks pretty good. $15-minute closing. I mean, listen, this could be a good trade here. I'm not personally gonna take it, but if you want to be a bit more risky, what you can do here is once this candle closes, you can look to put your stop loss above this here. Once the candle low breaks, and you can target somewhere about here like this, 10 pips. That could be your trade, but you see it's already driving down. I'm not personally taking it, a little bit risky. I'd rather wait till we get a closure below, maybe on the next 15-minute, 5-minute, you know. Let's see what happens. If you have any questions, guys, please leave a question. No worries. Feel free to leave a question. Just let me get my trading stuff. So 43 seconds before this candle closes. I mean, if this can make a nice top wick, you can look for a position here. I'm not personally taking it. It's not enough risk to reward for me. I mean, we have this support. This is a very scary support here. And really, it's only 4 pips till that support. With spread, that's like 3 pips, guys. It's not worth it, you know? Although it is a move, but you basically, even if you move your stop loss to break even at this support, price can easily come up. If you look at the 30-minute, that's a huge candle here on the 30-minute. So I do think that this position can work, but it's a very high risk position. It's kind of going to be an impulsive entry. You're kind of waiting on the fact that price will continue down here, you know, which is not always good to trade like that. I trade pure price action, so I just look at the price and how candles are forming, not the price here, but just price action, how candles form, and use simple support and resistance of major zones. Look for support or resistance to be created in those zones, and then candles to close outside zones to continue. So it's price action. That's basically what it is. It's quite a simple technique, but it's complicated in the entries. But yeah, it's just nice price action. So yeah, this candle is making a nice top wick. See, what you want to see here is this is going to be your quick. If we can, not this, I wanted this tool. So yeah, you see the price rejecting off this zone here. If we can reject off this zone, then break the low, I do think we can get a drive down, but that drive down, you know, it's only, I don't know how much it can be. So you want to see price reject off this zone pretty strong, then come and break the low. That's exactly what you want to be looking for, right? So if price can reject off that zone, come down and break the low, you can take a trade there. But what I'm saying is you have to understand, is it worth it? You know, your risk to reward. If I was personally taking that, I would be very aggressive and put my stop above the current candle. But you can see it's driving back into the range here. That's why I am looking for sells below this area. You know, it will be a lot safer, and trust me, you'll be not holding drawdown. This is the whole thing about trading. You need to be a bit more patient. I've done smart money before, but you see the problem with smart money, it's why it's called smart money concepts, is that it is a concept, right? So if we take, let me give you an example here, right? If we look at, let me see if I can find anything on the chart. As this area here was an order block, right? This was your order block. Price came up to retest it, and now continuing down. You know, here's your retest of the order block, just for example. Bad example, but anyways, I'm just trying to give you an example. This really is only what this is this is a support that was created. Price has come up and tested that support and made it resistance for price to continue down. So it's the same in price action. It's just another way of looking at it as an order block. Why do we call it an order block? Because price came and drove away very fast away from it. But all that means is that this was strong resistance price found, and there was a bearish trend. So if we want to continue that bearish trend, when we come up to retest it, we should reject to continue down. If you look at that more clean, all you're creating is another higher low, and you're creating a downtrend. And as a price action trader, I'm looking to catch these legs. This is my trading, is in these legs. I'm not looking to get sniper entries at the top here like a smart money trader. I don't need to be a smart money trader to make enough profits to be consistent. I don't need to catch every single pip. As long as I can catch a move within this and be on the right side of structure, I'm happy, you know, and that's why I prefer. And it's a lot clearer. You don't have to worry about manipulation, sweeping, liquidity, because liquidity in the market is everywhere, right? And you don't need to worry about finding liquidity zones if you just trade with structure, because structure will always lead you into liquidity zones, right? So if structure is always leading you into liquidity zones, if you just trade with structure and can be in this part of the move, then you know that's better. By the way, yesterday guys in the group, I just want to show you this. Yeah, there is a better win rate. Also, I'm in a trade a lot longer. Smart money concept, you're trying to catch the top and then you're trying to hold the trade. My trade's like 5-10 minutes, man. I'm in, I'm out, done for the day. No tension and, you know, your heart beating, because it's always, you know, you're always going to have some emotion taking a trade, no matter how good of a trader you are. You know, at the end of the day, you're putting risk on, you're putting money on, you are going to have emotion. Thoughts on Wyckoff? Now, Wyckoff theory is a very, very old theory. I do think it does have relevance in traditional markets, and a lot of people do trade on Wyckoff. But to be honest, the whole concept, and it's basically, you have to wait for a painting to happen. You know, you have your accumulation, your spring, and then the retest, and then all of that. I don't know it exactly. I'm not the best person, but I know a little bit about Wyckoff. I mean, you have to really look for that to happen, right? And I don't like looking for something. I like to see what the chart is telling me and take a trade based on that. I don't want to force the chart, because if I had to look for a pattern, I have to force the chart to give me that pattern, right? And I don't want to look for the chart to force to give me a pattern. I want to trade what's in front of me. This is exactly why, guys, I told you that we should not be taking this trade, because it's a rejection zone here. That's what that wick means, rejection. So high chance that this is going to be a fake out. You know how many people have got involved in this move? So many people, and then they blame it on manipulation. But really, they didn't understand structure. And this is where people, see, this is how people go wrong in trading price action, is that they would see this as manipulation, right? Breaking the 15-minute highs almost. They say, oh, I've been manipulated. But at the end of the day, this is just structure. And then they go and they trade. Great. No, I don't want to update. Uh, then they go and they try to learn about smart money concepts because they think that they're getting manipulated trading structure, like so, right? And the reality is, guys, is they were just in the wrong zone because they're trying to trade in a rejection zone. That's why I have clearly here sells below this area. So understand, you know, your place in the market, and that'll really help you to get in, better trades and stuff. Any thoughts on GU? Yeah, for sure. I can have a look at GU. There's 7 of us in here. Let's see if we can get the likes up a bit so we can get this stream to more people. I'm not a like shiller. I don't give a crap. But the only reason I make this content, and I only stream once a day. I'm not a streamer. I mean, once a week. I'm not a streamer. I'm not trying to compete with anyone. But the reason why is I like to help people and give people an opportunity to ask me questions, and I can explain it because I'm a lot better at explaining things verbally than I am written. So that's why I give a chance, and I just want to try reach more people because so GU, I don't like to look at both because it confuses, but GU looks pretty clear here. GU looks cleaner, to be honest. I mean, if GU, we have rejection zone here, next rejection zone here. GU probably wants to continue down to this support, and see the 15-minute what information coming up into the zone. If we can break below this low on GU with volume, I think we should be able to continue down. I think there is a possibility. If we can break below this low here after creating this 5-minute, yeah, this looks perfect. Yeah. So this can come up and test here. The 5-minute can come here, close bearish, come down like this, break this low. Once breaking this low, I do think you can get an impulse move. So GU does look cleaner. Does look clean for a move to come down. Let's see what pound yen is doing now. Something similar. That's why I don't like to look at both. Sometimes can be confusing. Music has stopped. So yeah, you were speaking about smart money concepts, and when it comes about smart money concepts, you can say liquidity. But for me, when I look at liquidity, this wick coming here, not breaking the high, that is price grabbing liquidity to the upside. So it's grabbing upside liquidity, and if price wants to come down after creating that upside liquidity and break its low, it should have a pretty decent move towards the downside. But we'll have to see. 6 minutes here, we'll have to see if this can close back outside the range. If this closes in the range, we could see this range probably come back up to this area here, to be honest. There's definitely a possibility because this will be a fake out, and this is why I'm looking for sells. Now, some people, they trade counter trend. I'm not a counter trend trader. I don't like the win rate. See, there's the liquidity grab, and now we're seeing some downside. So yeah, this breaking the low, I do think we can see a nice move here. Once this breaks the low, here we go, broken the low. I do think we can see a nice move. Again, I'm not entering this trade because the range is not big enough here. It's not a big enough range. I don't think the risk to reward makes sense. You don't even have the possibility to move your stop loss to break even 4 pips. Why are you moving your stop loss to break even 4 pips? One wick towards the upside and you're gone. But there should be a downside move, and here's the downside move we're talking about. But again, not entering because of the short range. I'm just gonna fill up my water. You see, people in the Forex industry, which I hate, they basically only care about their strategy. If they don't trade smart money, they say smart money is rubbish and it doesn't make sense. What I'm trading is the best. They trade price action. If they trade smart money, they say smart money is the best. I don't care about anything else, right? And we've seen that a lot. We've seen that a lot. But at the end of the day, it's whatever works for you. And if you can prove to yourself that you're consistent, then at the end of the day, that's what you should be continuing doing, right? And that's what makes sense. And that's what people have to keep in mind. Is that it's not about, which concept is the best, which method is the best. It's what method works the best for you. Personally, I like to keep things simple, right? Easy, simple, and profitable. Doesn't get better. Why should I overcomplicate something? That's why I just trade price action. I've seen a lot of great gurus. One of the persons who introduced me into price action, it's a question I got a lot, who mentored me, was actually someone from crypto. And this person from crypto goes by Crown. I used to watch his videos and he used to trade price action. Then I looked into price action. When I first started Forex, I looked into smart money first. But then I started trading price action. Here we go. So price driving down. This is what I was explaining. I didn't want to take the trade because of this resistance here towards the left. But if you remember in the beginning of the stream, I said that if you did want to take this position, high risk, but it could play out, and here it is playing out. So I'm going to count this as a trade call at about, if I was managing this trade here, so if I was personally in, so if any of you got into this, you should be running in about 5 pips of profit. If this comes back to your entry, personally I would be closing the whole position just because of this rejection area here. But now we're closing below here. I think the next candle can have a good opportunity to drive down. What's our stop loss looking like? It's a bit big stop, 16 pips. So yeah, at this point I think you would move your stop loss to break even. Asia high should be swiped. Here's your Asia high, right? 320. That would be your Asia high. There's a possibility at the end of the day, it's gonna be, if it gets wiped, it doesn't matter, because for me it will be an opportunity to sell it back down, right? Here's the rejection. This is why I didn't want to trade in that zone, guys, because of this rejection area. But if you did take these sells here, stop loss should be at break even, and if you do get caught at break even, then that's basically, that will be the trade, won't it? Let's see how this closes. See, another thing is, I'm not critiquing anyone, not critiquing you, Alex, but you'll say at some point today, Asia high will be wiped. That is making an assumption, right? And you're saying at some point that should happen. And if it doesn't happen and you've been waiting for that to happen, what are you going to do? But if you just trade price action and what's in front of you, I don't wait or guess what's happening. I look and I take action. That's a little bit of a difference, and that's what I prefer doing. I don't like saying, okay, at some point, guessing what will happen. I like to just see what's in front of me and take action based on that. I'm not criticizing guessing, but I'm just showing the difference of between what I look for and what maybe someone like you or another person is looking for, So yeah, I mean, as I said, this trade here, I'm not personally in it because of this exact reason. 38 seconds to close. Price can drive down from here, but I don't really think that it's worth it playing around in this zone, 1 hour closing in 15 minutes anyways. If 1 hour can close below this wick, I really want 1 hour to close below this. So this is very heavy support here. Very heavy. I need to move this down. Very heavy. Yeah, that looks good for sells. Ranges are... If we can get sells below here today, this daily support, or just below this support here, this will be the best sells. We really need to get below this area here, to be honest. Best sells are gonna come below here. You have break even and then a huge range towards the downside. Look at this. Huge range. Oh, no top wick. So this 15-minute candle opening with no top wick. We could have a possible wick fill here. 5 pip wick fill. You see, the problem now, guys, with the candle opening with no top wick is at any point this candle can flip up and make a top wick, but looks like we have a lot of bearish action here. Last 15 minutes of the before London Open. Let's see what gold is doing. Oops. Gold is doing something interesting. Very interesting. Consolidation here on the 15 minute. I mean, do I want to take a position? Making support. This is a possible position you have here on gold. And I'm thinking of entering this position. Risky position. Very risky. Quick 20 pips. But I just don't like this move. I want to see more of a retracement. But reason I want to, you see, normally after consolidation, you see a move. We broke out of the range. Now we're consolidating outside the range. If we do break this high, I do think we have the chance to continue up. 30 minute, closing doji, respecting the lows, but these are also almost equal lows, which I do think price will come down. And these also here, these two. This is the middle finger position. This is what I call the middle finger thing, right? You can see here, you have a high, here's the middle of your finger, and this is the FU position. So this is telling you to F off. So yeah, let's go back to pound yen. Oof, driving down here very nicely. So if anyone took those first positions I was talking about, congratulations. You should have achieved your 7 pips in profit. Moving slow, guys. So still not yet, but definitely you would have got stopped at break even, to be honest here. So you would have came up to break even, so not worth it. So let's see if the next 30 minute hopefully can give us some opportunity. Closing below that heavy support. Wow, really driving down here. This 1 hour is massive. Wow. So if you took that first position here and when I told you, you could have taken it. Now that should have been your 10 pips. So it looks like today we might get ourselves below the desired area, which is going to be below this zone here, which is going to be very, very good. If we can start getting sells below here, this will look great. Very good. So he broke the low of the previous day. Should drive down to these. I don't like this rejection wick, but we are really driving down now. If you have any questions, guys, please ask. Any questions? Anything you want me to look at? Just ask. Let's see what we have here. So yeah, we're driving down nicely. So if anyone did catch the sells, you know, a sell I would have taken and I wanted to take, but the issue is that the opportunity didn't come, is that if this candle made a top wick here, I would have taken a sell at the break of this low with anticipation that we would continue down, because 5 minute at that point made a support. You see that support the 5 minute made? And I really would have taken a sell at that position there, but just no top wick. I could not enter because at any point this could make a top wick, and it's difficult, you know, it lowers my probability, and I was really uncomfortable taking that trade. So I'm from Dubai, not from, but I live in Dubai, originally from England, but born here in Dubai and lived in Dubai. Where is chat from? Write in the chat where you guys are all from. Be interesting. See, I want to take a sell on this hourly, but the problem is, you see how much this is drive down? It's drive down a lot. You have to really understand, this is drive down 36 pips. Do you think the next hourly can drive 36 pips? You see what happens the last time we got this? This is where most people also mess up. They'll take a sell. Look, this came up, made a support, then broke down. You know, look, strong move, weak, then a strong move, right? That's always the case. Strong move, retracement, strong move. So, are you going to be smart, or are you going to have FOMO and want to get into this move, and then you're going to get caught in a small retracement? If the 15-minute can make a small retracement, next candle breaks the low, then we can see some amazing price action towards the downside, and that will be my sells. But that's the only case in terms of managing risk. Now, a lot of people watching the stream, they're like hungry for a position, saying, look, price is moving, why are you not in it? It's because I have my own method, and I only take a trade that I'm comfortable in. On top of only taking a trade that I'm comfortable in, I want to be in the best position to win, and I need something that's consistent, right? You know, when you start trading live account, you need really something consistent. Otherwise, you're setting yourself up to lose. Oh, nice. Yeah, most of my family is as well as in UK. So the opposite of you. I live in Dubai, but my family's in UK. You live in UK, but you have family in Dubai. See what gold did. Nothing interesting, huh? Boring. Consolidation. Before London Open. Wow, this is driving down, huh? No top wick here. So this was gonna be my sells below the zone here. That would have been 10 pips, out, done for the day. That was my trade. I was gonna take this. At this point, stop loss break even, 8 pips. And then, boom, that would have been my 12 pips, done for the day. But no top wick, guys. Devastating. Absolutely devastating. I thought we'd get a trade. But that's alright, we'll have a lot of opportunity below this area here. Let's see this. Now the zone is not really that relevant, but we'll wait for a closure. Looking now for somewhere below here. Yeah, Dubai is nice. It is pretty cool, to be honest. It's good for trading because no tax on trading. So it's pretty easy. You don't have to worry about anything. You just open an account and can trade. Let's have a look here. See, look at the 5-minute, guys. You have to understand we need a retracement here. We need a retracement. If we get a 5-minute retracement somewhere up like this and then come down, that's 5, 10, and then 15. Next candle comes up, breaks the low. You've made a higher low on the 5-minute. We should get a nice move like that. That's what I'm looking for. So that is the plan, right? So that's what we're going to look for. I am personally funded. So personal. I fund my own account. I have nothing against funded accounts. I think they're great, but you have to be in the right position to take funded, because at the end of the day, I made a video about FTMO on my channel saying how it's a business model and people need to understand it's a business model. It's not a charity. They're not there to help you. They're there to make money. So there's certain conditions where I believe it's good, and there's certain conditions where I believe FTMO can be harmful for people in terms of taking their money, you know. But at the end of the day, great business model, great idea for the trading community, and congrats to them for making that business model. It's pretty good. So London Open in 4 minutes. These days, what we've been seeing at London Open is we've been seeing a retracement. So let's see if that happens. Normally we see a retracement. But if this is so bearish, maybe we'll just see some continuation down. There's always if and buts, but normally we do see a retracement. We see it come down and then retrace. That's what I've noticed in what's this called? In London Open. Blacked, are you still in the chat? Let me know, Blacked, if you're still in the chat, because I just saw your question asking me to check EU. So if you're still in the chat, I'll check EU. If you're not in the chat, then I won't check EU. So let me know if you're still in the chat. Just say I am or something, and I'll check EU for you. We can have a look at Euro Dollar. I used to trade Euro Dollar. Euro Dollar and GBP, USD used to be my two main pairs. I didn't like how they move. Slower than GJ. That's why I tried GJ and gold, because of the speed. I used to hold trades a lot longer, 3-4 hours. Oh, sweet, he's still in the chat. Let's go. So here's Euro Dollar for you. So we'll start on the daily time frame. Very simple. Bearish. You can see another higher low here. Do think we can continue down on Euro Dollar to 1.17. See what information. 4 hour also very bearish. But remember, we're coming up to this zone here. Yeah, so if we can start closing below, this looks great to continue down. 1 hour, very bearish. But also coming to this zone here. 30 minute, also very bearish. But again, similar to GBP JPY, big move has already happened. You want to see a little bit of a retracement and then catch the move down. I would be looking for sells. Yeah, definitely for sells. Just mute this. I think if we can break this low, let's see 5 minute quickly. Yeah, if we can break this low, I think you'll catch a quick move now. You put your stop loss above this consolidation. There we go. That's the break the low. And now you should be able to target. Wow, that's a big range it has to come down. That's why I stopped trading it. These moves are pretty small, right? That's only, all of that is 12 pips. So I do think it will continue down now after breaking that low. Here we go. So, yep. Yeah, that's what I think about Euro Dollar. Pretty, that's structure for you, you see. We analyzed it quickly and then we predicted the next move. So this should continue down here. That's what I think. But it'll move slowly. You know what, Euro Dollar. Good retracement on a 5 minute. What is this support I marked here? That's what I want to find out. What info? What support? Yeah, we need to close below this support here. It's important to close below. Otherwise, we're closing back in this range here. Let's see what music stopped again. Yep, so 50 seconds left until London Open. Let's see if we can close below the support, create a good resistance, and then come down. Again, I kind of want sells below this area here. Big decision will be made on closing below this support, but this looked like good sells here. I would have taken these sells, but I didn't like how close this support was. It's too close for me. I think my camera has run out of battery. Yeah, I think my camera's run out of battery. Well, what to do? I guess you're not gonna see my face, which is not the worst thing. It's alright. Camera out of battery, no problem. Oof, look at this. Opened. Wow, driving down heavy. No top wick, huh? Just opened, no top. I think we'll retrace and make a top wick here. Wow, that's heavy. Did we close below that? Can you guys count that as a closure below? Oof. Oof. Wow. Did you see that price action, guys? You don't want to be involved now. So here we go. We made a top wick now. I need to see a bigger top wick. Wow, very volatile open that was. Looks like this might be a good day for sells, to be honest, guys. Very volatile today. Very, very volatile. I don't know if we can count that as a closure below, but we'll give GJ the benefit of the doubt today because GJ has been nice to us and gave us profitable trades, and we'll call it a closure below. But let's see if we can make a retracement so we can continue down. If you guys traded and tried to open a position during London Open, oof, you must have got slipped. If you tried to open a position up here, your position probably would open down here. That was crazy. Hopefully we can make some support to continue down. This is what's ideal. See where, if I were to enter the position up here, my risk to reward is not big enough. Look at this. 20 pip stop for a 6 pip, but ooh. So we've broken the low after creating a top wick. I personally was going to look for a position if we made bigger than a 1.5 pip top wick, but this is crazy, man. This looks like it's just going to continue down. But no FOMO, right? You have to understand, guys. No FOMO. Don't get FOMO. This is how the markets are. We get these moves all the time. You trade to your plan. It looks like I'm missing moves, but I've caught moves. I caught moves yesterday. You know, it's not a big issue. Not a big issue at all. You have to just stick to your plan and we'll get a move. You know, patience is key. We can close below the support. It's too volatile now at the moment anyways. Look at this. Jumping up, jumping down, coming back to your entry now. If we can just close nicely below the support in 12 minutes, we can take a position. What do you mean 150 stop? I sometimes trade an NY, to be honest. I have a look, you know, pre-NY, NY open. Depending on the day, you know, if a setup that I was looking at in London Open is leading into NY and what I predicted to happen happens in NY, I'll trade NY, but not all of NY session. Just like an hour pre-NY. This is really driving down. You have to have no FOMO, guys. No FOMO. Very hard, but no FOMO. Wow. What do you mean by 150 stop? What is that supposed to mean? 150 stop. At 150 we stop? Yeah, that's a long time away. $150,472. Yeah, I've marked it here. This is what I've marked here. That's why it's my resistance. I can still take a trade. That's 24 pips till that. So I still have opportunity to take a trade here. So it's not an issue. It won't be an issue. See what can happen here. I mean, ideally, I need a retracement. It just gives me more confidence. Because, alright, so people think now that I've missed the move, right? And let me show you this. Same situation we have here, right? If you entered here, and then you tried catch the move at the end, at this point here, you get caught in this. Not ideal. If you tried enter, you would have got caught in this. If you tried enter here, you would have got caught in this consolidation. So out of 1, 2, 3 times, it has worked once, giving you a continuation candle. 1 out of 3 probability. What about entering after a retrace? So entering after a retrace, win. 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 Look at that probability. That's a 4 out of 4. 4 out of 4 times after entering after a retracement have you won. So that's why I want to use the position that's going to give me the highest probability. Straight candles, no top wicks, nothing. Straight down. Very bearish volume. It's all good. No FOMO. Remember guys, no FOMO. Very important. Ask yourself here, if you entered with this 30-minute candle here, where are you going to put your stop loss? You know, people take impulsive entries. They'll put their stop loss. This candle high was made on the next 15 minutes, you see? So it came up first. It broke the low, then it came up. So yeah, you would have almost got stopped out. To be honest now, guys, we have to wait for a retracement. This is the only setup I'm gonna see, is waiting for a retracement. See, gold. Oh, there we go. Gold broke that high. Continuing up. Yep. Pips. Yeah, we need to wait for a retracement, either to here, see retracement up, then to continue down, or a deeper retracement up to continue down. You enter here, you enter here. Very simple. You'll catch a good move. Have I read Trading in the Zone? I've looked at it. I've looked at Trading in the Zone, but no, I haven't read it fully. Everyone talks about that book. Teaches them no FOMO, right? If you get that book, you learn no FOMO. So anyways, whoever took the sell here that I was talking about at the break of this low, congratulations. That is now 32 pips profit. So I'll call that as trade called. Put that as 20. Risky position. I would never have taken it. But if you did take it, then congrats. Anyone take it in the chat? I'll be interested. Put this here. Let me know if anyone Mark Douglas, author of the book. I'll take a long. Oh no, why are you longing, man? You're trying to catch a falling knife. Go to your kitchen now, throw the knife in the air, and try catch it. You know, it's like that's the same risk you're taking here in trading, trying to catch a falling knife. It's not smart, man. Nice, nice. Someone caught it. Congrats, congrats, whoever caught it. This keeps on going. This is it's a big move, this guys. Big move. Next candle should retrace. I'm not entering here. I don't have FOMO, guys. I just wanted a top wick here. That was my entry. This was gonna be my perfect entry right here. Even though I would have missed it from this point, but I wanted this entry here because it's closer to that resistance. As long as I was trading below that daily and 4-hour low, I wanted to enter. Wow, this is crazy, guys. 36 pips. Crazy. I wanted that top wick, and this is sometimes what happens. It's going to go up, but all I see here is a huge red candle driving down aggressively. At some point, of course, it's going to retrace, but I mean, come on. What do you mean it's manipulating? It's not manipulating anything. It was a bearish day and we're going down bearish. Let me ask you this, Alex, if you're still here. What's the likelihood of it now gonna sweep Asia highs? It's a bit far away if you ask me. I think if we come up, I think we'll only come up probably to this resistance here if we want to continue bearish, because now daily is fully bearish. Fully bearish. Vector candle. Man, I don't know what you're talking about. Fractal bottom, fractal candle, vector candle. Candle's a candle for me. That's how I trade. If it works for you, that's great, man. But for me, and GU. How is GU doing? Bearish. How's our euro dollar trade? Oof. No good. That's why I stopped trading euro dollar. Wow. This is driving. This is crazy, guys. Everything's still a possibility, man. I agree. Definitely a possibility. Never gonna deny that. I was just talking about, you know, when I trade the current, what's in front of me, and what was in front of me was bearish, price closing below a certain area and continuing down. And that's what's happened. So now we don't need to really care about the names of these. These are now all being tested. Now we need to look for resistance to be made to continue to sell back down. This is crazy. I really don't want to take a sell here. Wow. What a drop, guys. What's up, ZJ? Tapped our resistance, now rejecting, huh? Funny how that works. If you wanted the riskier entry, this was your entry up here that I was talking about in the beginning of the stream when I said I'm not entering, but if you want to enter, enter, and you would have caught that move. So today it worked out, taking the risky entries. Not my plan. I don't have to trade every day. I have other businesses. I want to take trades that are less riskier but I will give you the ideas, and I did give you the ideas. At the end of the day, I don't want to tell you enter here and exit here because that's a signal you won't learn. But I think I made it pretty clear saying that this would be a good entry at the break of this low. And yeah, if you did catch the move, you caught the move. But if you're looking for a setup like me, yeah, you have to wait for a pullback now. You have to wait for a pullback probably up to here and then continue down. I mean, this candle's opening with no top wick again. Crazy. Just pure bearish price action. So we're coming to this resistance here. If we can close below here, should be good. Here's a retracement of some sort. You think a New York reversal? I definitely think we'll get a pullback, but I still do think we're bearish, you know? I still do think we're bearish. If you haven't already, guys, please leave a like, and I also started a new Instagram, which I have in the description. And yeah, I'm posting a lot of updates, a lot of educational videos on there. I never really had Instagram for trading, but I thought I'd start it. Some people, it's good to see when I'm updating people. I can post stories and stuff, so go check that out. There's a lot of material on that already. Just started it a couple of days ago. Really want to try grow that, so check that out if you haven't. And yeah, it's in the description. Also, check this out. Yesterday in the group I sent a daily analysis, right? Let's go see this daily analysis here. So in the daily analysis, I talk about this move happening, right? See the cancellation, and then you get, so I say we can have a, so I said we should probably have a move down, right? So we should probably have a move down, but then after the move down, we'll get a correction before the greater move down. Now I said the correction can come all the way up to here, but if we look yesterday, what happened is that yesterday we were here, we got the move up. Actually, no, we were here. So here's your correction. We came up to this resistance here, right? So we got the move down first. That was the move down right here. And I caught this move actually yesterday. So we can see I caught the move. Yeah, I caught that move on the way down, and that was right here. So we caught the move on the way down. Then it came up and made the correction, and it made the correction to this point right here, rejected, and then we continued further down. So nice to see that analysis playing out to the T. And yeah, all structure, and that was structural trading. So great. You should be watching these analysis every week. That's why I post them, to help you. And nice to see that playing out. If you're a swing trader, that would have been a great entry on that retest. Holding this, you would have been able to catch, you know, 129 pips. So here's our pullback. I'll show you. Let me just put back the music. So you get this tool here, which is your box, your rectangle, and you draw it, right? And then you go to this little cog here, settings, and you go style, and then you go background, you choose your colors, right? And then you go to extend right, so that means it will always extend to the right here. And then text you can have, that doesn't matter, just this. So these are the settings for it. Just makes things cleaner. When you want to show something, you can just draw a nice zone like this. Looks clean, very clean. You can see that nice rejection. Then you draw a line at the rejection, boom. Clean. We like things clean. If this closes weak bearish, I might anticipate a sell at the break of this low. Half risk. White chart's cleaner, yeah, but I agree, they do look clean, but then at the end of the day, I don't want to be looking at such a bright screen. I have to turn my screen brightness down. And then if I'm doing anything else, like, I don't know, watching videos or whatever, then I have to turn my screen brightness up again, you know? So I think I'll wait for this close and maybe we can get a trade here. Possibility. Very risky trade, but I think it's all we're gonna get if it happens. But I need this to close weak bearish, and I need the next candle, weak bullish, and I need the next candle to break the low. That'll also be the 30-minute closing bearish. That'll also be the 1 hour continuing down bearish. 5-minute would have created a support breaking the low. I think that could be a good opportunity. That's the only opportunity I see. Only opportunity. So I think I'll wait for that position. And it is going to be a little bit of a stupid position. I'm saying that myself because of the big move we have. But if we really want to continue super bearish like we have, like if there is a lot of bearish momentum and this is our little support, then I do think that we still have a chance to continue down. Enough to catch maybe 10 pips. But let's see, 7 minutes till the closure. A lot can happen in 7 minutes. Of course, it is going to be a risky trade, but I'm okay. It's because it's the only thing I think we'll be able to get. I'll be managing risk on it very, very tightly. Very tightly. I'll just be back in 2 seconds, guys. Gonna use the bot. Alright, this is pushing up. If we don't get this trade, then we have to wait for a deeper retrace. And yeah, that'll be our only option. And at that point, yeah, it's looking like that's the case. So I'll probably end the stream. Yeah, stops are gonna be too big, guys. So that, I think. Sorry, just drinking water. Drink a lot of water. Alright, so I think I'm gonna wrap this up because it's pretty clear what's gonna happen. So let's wait for this retrace. Look for the retrace. Wait for, you know, price to make a resistance and then come back down at resistance. If we look at the 5-minute here continuing up, I will wait till this 30-minute candle closes below before do I trade no, I don't trade. I trade after the retrace. So I'm bearish. I trade only one what's this? Bias. Because the possibility is here we close like this and we get a wick fill, 18 pip wick fill. That is definitely a possibility. Very big possibility. So let's see how this 5-minute. If this 5-minute can close bearish, maybe we can trade off the 5-minute, which I really do, but a little bit of an advance entry. Let's see. Let's see how this 5-minute forms. It's going bearish. See what happens. Flipping back bullish. So 3 minutes here. This will decide whether we wait for a deeper retrace, probably up to here, or maybe even up to 159.02. Look for the candle to close bearish. Look for the next candle to break the low, preferably on the 5 minute. This is going to give you a great tip. On the 5 minute, when you see it reach a resistance, you want to see it do something like this. You want to see it reach the resistance. You want to see it reject, but when you want to see it reject, you want to see maybe one 5 minute candle pause like this. Close bullish, and then the next candle break the low. That's giving you a lower high and a lower low. Then you'll get like pretty high win rate. You'll get a win rate of like 90% on that, especially on a bearish day. So keep your eyes out for that. I think that could be pretty good. Wow, wow, wow. Here we go, Alex. Looks like your Asian highs are on the way to be swept. So yeah, it looks like we're not going to get the closure we want. Again, wait for that retrace. Pretty much going to end the stream here. We can see pretty clearly what's going on. 30 minute. I mean, 30 minutes still looks good for a wick fill, to be honest. If it can close below this support. Huge rejection from our zone here. Huge rejection. Which is nice, because it gives us more opportunity, right? So let's see. Maybe position. Maybe. Just maybe. But the thing is, with this rejection here, it's telling me there's a lot more buyers in the market than there are sellers at the moment. And I don't want that. I don't want there to be a lot more buyers than sellers. I never discredit the Asia highs. I trade Asia highs and Asia lows, but what I do with the Asia highs and the Asia lows is I look for support to be made below the Asia lows to take a trade down, or I look for resistance below the Asia lows to take a trade down, or I look for support above the Asia highs to continue up. Wow, here we go, Asia highs coming. Make sure, Alex, you're in the group, because if this Asia highs get swept, we have to joke about it in the group afterwards. Which Asia high are you looking at? This last consolidation high, or are you looking at the actual Asia high all the way up here? Which one are you looking at? Are you looking at the orange line or this blue line here? Which one? Not orange, sorry, purple. Colorblind or what? Wow, look, this 30-minute might flip. Oh yeah, it's GU. Join any, I don't mind, man. Which Asia highs on GU? What time would Asia? This would be Asia highs. Wow, you're looking for that to be swept. I mean, possibility definitely pretty far away. Will we get a wick fill? Or is this just creating a lower wick to continue up? Find out in the next episode. Oh, it didn't close above this resistance. Interesting. Send a chart in one of the groups. We'll have a look at what highs you're looking at. And tag me in it. How was that? Oh yeah, that was New York high. That was New York high, you're right. Asia high was 9, 6. I'm on the 5 minute. Asia high was 21. That's Asia high. This one. There we go. Yeah, definitely possible. But you know, Asia high being swept from you is the same as this resistance being retested for me again properly. That's the same. That's what I see it as the same. It would be the same for me to continue down. So you see, it's very similar. Anyways, I think I'm gonna call it a stream there. Great stream, great education. Thank you all for joining. Please leave a like if you haven't. Really appreciate those who stuck around. It was great having you. Whoever caught this trade, congratulations. 33 pips, pretty big trade that was. I didn't personally take it because I just didn't like the risk to reward. And so whoever caught that, I know some people caught that. That was great. Thanks again. Really appreciate it. And I'll see you next Tuesday. And every day you'll see me in the Telegram. So take care. Trade sharp. And remember, I don't know what you need to remember. Whatever. See you guys.